when you look at it from, because I stream so much, when you look at it from a UTC +0 time zone, I stream technically every day because it bled into other days. So there wasn't a moment in a 24-hour time frame this entire year when I did not stream. And I didn't even know that this was how it worked out. I didn't even fucking know. So yeah. And this is the first day I ever streamed. It was an hour on March 23rd, 2018. When I strapped on a camera to my PlayStation 4 and I decided I'm going to start streaming on Twitch. That's where my Twitch journey basically started. Playing Fortnite to like 15 people and hanging out with Felix Biederman of Chapo, Jack Wagner from Yeah But Still, you know, playing with them, Noah Colwyn.
Please watch the 1979
and I just wouldn't really stream. I would just stream like a couple hours here and there. And then I started getting a lot more into it. I think at some point I got a PC. Or sorry, at some point I remember I got a BenQ monitor. I went and I got like a BenQ gaming monitor so I could play Fortnite. Still on the PlayStation, by the way. Still play Fortnite, but in a smaller TV so I could play better. And I put it on my desk so I had like a streaming station basically. And then shortly after that, and I was against this for the longest time. Remember, I was apprehensive. Well, most people aren't even fucking here anymore. But I was literally apprehensive to buying a PC. I was not interested in buying a PC for the longest time. I was like, nah, I could just do it off of a PlayStation. Who cares? And I would use a MacBook to stream on both Facebook simultaneously and Twitch for a little bit.
Good year, bro.
Then I started. Look at this guy. Oh, here it is.
We're doing a special broadcast on YouTube of all places. What's going on? It's because it's Father's Day. And as everybody's proverbial favorite daddy, I decided to do a special broadcast here today for all of you guys. Live right now.
It's not a green screen. That's the PlayStation camera. That's the PlayStation camera, dude. How did you find? Okay, this is like, we went back. So that's like, I'm still streaming at that point. I'm still streaming off of a PlayStation.
Gonna pause it real quick. We got 2 people in the stream. Before I get started, I of course need to do my regular promos, as I always forget to do them. Why, you must ask? You might ask, why?
2 people, and I was streaming to YouTube. Now, at that point, I was like, this was just like fun, and I didn't know how to do any of this. And I was streaming on YouTube. This is on YouTube. I was like trying it on Facebook. I was trying it on YouTube. I was trying it on fucking Twitch. You know, all these different places. And yeah, that was in 2018. That was June 17, 2018. Still did not have a PC. Did have things that I did have back then, though. Hairline. A hairline that is...
Very bad example, Kratos. Kratos being a very, very bad example by just robbing graves in front of his child.
18 viewers, baby.
The axe did not return.
The fuck, dude? What the fuck are you doing? That was dumb. That was a dumb thing you did. We're about to get our ass whooped too. Oh. Extreme kayaking edition. Dude, Kratos actually does do a lot of good for his son. He's just like
22, 29 comments. So I was, the dialogue is amazing. Control Alt Delete. Thoughts on Incredibles 2? Wait up. Do you not stream on Twitch anymore? Can you marry me? Do you still think all cats are cops? Because I feel like that's unfair.
It's been amazing seeing you grow, even though I missed 90 Day with you so much.
I wrote,
Sag.
all caps are still cops. That's so cute. Anyway, this is how I fucking...
snacks, Hasan less.
This is how I fucking started, dude.
I
Yo, this
suppose you
person
wish to
looks...
light it.
Can I? Kavik,
Notice how I stopped? I paused in the middle of a fucking take there as well. And forgot to answer it. Some say I never answered that. Anyway. So, point is...
Happy New Year, Hasan. 2021 can't be worse than 2020, right?
From Fortnite streamer to getting on TYT, crazy progress? Wait, what? No, I was on TYT at this point, and this was fun for me. I was on TYT at this point, and this was like fun stuff that I was doing, like casually on the side, right? And you know,
Except
just
New Year, Hasan. Have you watched Hyper Normalization
Finding
by
hidden
Adam Curtis?
areas?
Also, Happy New Year.
33 people, Pog.
Oh, this shit is gonna be not...
Hasan, Twitch tracker? No, here. Whoa, what the fuck? Why is this fucking broken, dude? You, browser working. Post error. No, it's not an IP, don't worry. No, it doesn't link the IP. Shut up. Ugh, God, why do you fucking do that every time?
Learned of you via Chapo and followed since the election and have gone down the Twitch rabbit hole
Ah,
due
it
to
works
massive
now.
pandemic boredom. I've learned a lot. Talk about politics, but say mostly that I'm an old boomer who doesn't know how to use
Okay,
Twitch.
so here it is.
Hassle.
No, it doesn't. Okay, so where were we? When you started streaming, you were playing God of War in Fortnite. Now God of War is in Fortnite. That's damn. That's big time, dude. It's so nice that Jank guy noticed your talent on YouTube. Yeah, he fucking noticed my talent on YouTube and it was like, this is a guy we need to have. Okay, so as I was saying, so that's when I first started. This is like around June at that point. You know, I'm still on I bought a BenQ monitor, placed it on my fucking desk so I could like start taking it a little bit more seriously at this point. Still like, you know, 30 viewer Andy over here. Just chilling. Just fucking chilling like a villain. Okay? So that's like down here, you know? 54 viewers, 71 viewers. So it started growing once I put the desk on. And then at some point, by December, I was like a 1K Andy. And what happened is I met Destiny. I did like a debate with Charlie Kirk, and I was asking like, you know, when I can, and I was asking him for advice on that debate. I started going on the Raw Show. At the time it was called the Raw Show. Now it's called the Austin Show. Started going on Trainwreck's podcast. Like started doing all of these things, right? And we joke about like Pepe Le D or whatever, and he was very helpful. But who introduced you to Raw Show? No one. I think it might have been Alabrel actually. It might have literally been Alabrel, and Austin himself like was like, this is a perfect person. You ask him, I don't know, but I think he was like, this is a perfect person to have on the show. Like he's got, you know, he's like trying to grow on the platform. He has a perspective. He has a perspective that I would like on my show, basically. And he's like a debater, Andy, and those are the shows that they were doing at the time. And I remember after my first Austin show, we talked about like the Raj Patel and the accent and stuff. Like, oh god. Oh my god, it's broken again. It's fucking broken. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, thank you for connecting and reconnecting, Chatterino. Anyway,
Happy New Year. Just want to thank you for the consistency.
the accent almost made me stop watching. Yeah, we were talking about the accent, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to stop doing it. I don't want to do it anymore." So yeah. because I didn't understand what was going on. So that was like way back in 2018, and you know, we did all of that. Damn, I have streamed every single New Year's for the past 3 years, which is crazy. Anyway, so that was 2018. Fuck that. Move on. I got a PC. I started going on all these shows and stuff. I started growing a little bit, growing. Now it's like we're averaging around, you know, 2019, we're averaging around like 5K to 3K, 2K, that sort of thing. May 19, 2019 was your Chapo episode. Why, did a lot of people find me there? No, see, after the Chapo episode, I have fucking 2K, 3K, 2K. It wasn't like that big of a deal. But like, I was basically streaming every fucking day, but on and off. Like, not every day, but you know, I was streaming like 1 hour, 8 hours, sometimes 8 hours, sometimes 1 hour, because I had a social life outside of it. And then, you know, there was a day in August, this day, where I streamed for 4 hours, and then the next day I streamed for 9 hours. And then after that, just nothing. A week of nothing. I wonder what happened then. So I went from, you know, 3K Andy to, once I came back, 3K Andy. Consistently. And I started growing. I don't know what was happening on these days. Probably like an Austin show or something. 821 Bebele is when it happened. And I got banned for 7 days. I got banned off the platform for talking about TwitchCon. It might have been TwitchCon. Yeah, because I think that was my... Yeah. TwitchCon was, I think, my highest at the time. My peak at the time it was at TwitchCon. I think it was like 17K. Well, that's 17K average. So it was like a lot bigger. I think it was like 30K or something is what I hit as my peak at TwitchCon with Austin, the infamous Mia Malkova date.
You the best.
Moving on from that, you know, averages are still growing. Community is growing. You're so committed that in order to take a holiday, you had to be banned. Yeah. This graph accurately tracks the last time you got laid based on which days you've taken off. It wasn't even days. I wouldn't even get laid on the days I took off, but I did get laid because like, I had a social life outside of Twitch. Every now and then I would like go out and do stuff. The funny thing is like, at first I was memeing about being an incel and it was like a fucking joke and everybody would like joke around because like I literally would like bring girls on stream and stuff. Like clearly I wasn't a fucking incel. And then now with COVID and with Twitch, when we get to December of 2019, when you know, post fallout from Dan Crenshaw and the banning and all that, and then on January 1st, December 31st, 2019 is when I basically fucking found out that I was no longer with TYT. Like I already had went part-time at TYT to focus more on my own stream. But they did not want me to stream on like live stream while they were streaming. So I was like, all right, fuck that. Like I'm gonna do Twitch. Like I'm gonna focus on Twitch. And that's when we get to, I remember you were nervous when you said you quit TYT. We were afraid you didn't have a backup because you had recently gotten banned for the 821 thing. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. I was in a very tricky position because while I was like super careful as far as like having a little bit of padding to make sure that I have like some I don't know, to have some sort of like protection if all else went to shit. but like I was fucked. I wanted to keep streaming on Twitch, and I was scared because I was scared because like I had just gotten banned and I was on thin ice. Yeah, this was my first ever New Year's on Twitch.
All right, well, there you go. You got, wait, what's yours?
The infamous I'm an incel, by the way, with Mr. Mutin. That's from New Year's. That's my first, that's like that's when I had 2 roommates. So yeah, after December, and after they put me in a my neighbor, or not my neighbor, what am I talking about? Oh, this is, yeah, one of the first ever streams this is one of my first ever streams. Yeah, Matt Stupid Art has been in the community since day one, like a real day one homie. Look. That's my cousin, Tiger Bro.
Oh! Oh! Hey, how's that diatribe about being better than people thought?
Oh! No! That was the wackest way to die!
17 people watching, with like my fucking cousin being one of them. Oh, you hear that? That's my neighbor. Shut up! Because my door was open. The reason why my fucking door was technically 18 viewers, because my neighbor was there too. My door was open. My panel door on the side was open because the fucking room would be on fire because of the PlayStation. It was so hot. It was already fucking hot. You know what I mean? Oh, fucking Chatterino broke again. The room was already super fucking hot, and the PlayStation, I'm trying to play like Fortnite, it would just be a jet engine, basically, a brrr, like. Ever been a 0 viewer streamer? No, I don't think I've ever been a 0 viewer streamer. Just like, I mean, when I would first start, I would have 0 people on the stream when back when I was like a 17 Andy. But he's in here? No, I don't think that's him. I think that someone else might have taken his name now. Yeah, I don't think that's him. Oh no, it is him. This motherfucker. Yeah, that is him. That's crazy. I thought he changed his name. But anyway, regardless, like that was the first ever, those were like the first ever streams. Like I would have 0 people in there for like the first 5 to 10 minutes. And then I would start promoting the stream, and then I realized like I should just like restream. I should just stream to Facebook, because I was getting like, I had 500,000 followers on Facebook at the time. And so when I would go live on Facebook, I would have like, you know, 2K, 3K live viewers immediately, right? I was like, why the fuck don't I just like try to get those people from Facebook and like move them to fucking Twitch? So I started like streaming for the first 20 minutes on Facebook, and then trying to get them to come to my Twitch. Some of you are literally from that place. Morgan is one of those people. Morgan, who is one of my moderators, both in my Discord, and also a profoundly important member of this community, is like literally one of those people that, you know, thirsted and followed me on like Instagram and Facebook and shit, and then literally fucking came here to Twitch and didn't know what the fuck this was. And there's a bunch of you here like that, like OG people, right? And that was 2018, and then 2019 I started, you know, dedicating more hours. As you can see, it went from like fucking 1 hour a day, 3 hours, 4 hours to like, you know, 3 hours, and then I started doing like 10-hour streams every now and then, 3 hours, 2 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. And I started streaming more, as I said, and then TYT was like, no, fuck that, you can't do that. And at that point, I'm doing like 12 hours a fucking day, 7 to 8 to 12 hours a day. So I was like, all right, I'm moving over to Twitch and
Hi, Hasan, I just
like full time, and this is how I announced it.
For a new one. Can you give me
January 8th, 2020, in the beginning of this year. This is how I announced that I was leaving TYT and going to Twitch full time. I was fucking terrified. I did not have health insurance. Cobra almost kicked me off my coverage for some fucking weird reason. So I just blasted this. I still, of course, love TYT. I just love getting paid to eat ice cream sandwiches and play video games with friends while talking about politics. A bit more than that. What did Jank say about the meme? He didn't give a fuck, dude. He didn't care. At that point, like, they still were unaware. Like, they were unaware of what I was doing. Like, the moment that they became aware of what I was doing, they were like, oh, okay, we gotta, you know, you gotta stop fucking streaming. Like, you gotta stop streaming during the company hours. Anyway, which makes sense. I mean, hold on, I'm gonna bring in the Normans as well. Daycare is open for the 366th
Congrats on another successful year, Hasan.
consecutive day.
I've been subbed for 2 years back when you were a 1K Andy. Best of luck for 2021.
Happy New Year's Eve. Talking about the past year. Talking about the past year and looking at top OK Buddy posts before Rust. Before I go all and prim on Rust. www.twitch.tv/.
Happy New Year's Eve.
Okay. So, yeah, let's just blast it out. I forgot to tweet it out that I'm live, but here you go. Let those Normans know too. Don't do
Keep
politics
up the good
end of the
work,
year.
Hasan. I've been a long time viewer since the Rust days.
McConnell says House bill to increase COVID-19 checks to $2,000 has no realistic path. Yeah, I know. By the way, that's bullshit. It has, the only reason why it has no realistic path is because of Mitch McConnell. Like, anyway, this is how I fucking, on January 8th, 2020, this is how I let the world know that I am officially moving away from TYT to Twitch, and that's how we started. So throughout the year, I started streaming like crazy. You know, I started streaming nonstop. At night, I did some you know, legal and very cool mushrooms. You know, some very legal and very cool mushrooms, like definitely not illegal. Nothing like that. Thank you, Young Spinach, for the 5 gifted. And I started my my journey streaming nonstop, non-fucking stop. 9 hours, 8 hours, 7 hours, 9 hours every day. And I was working out in the mornings and stuff like that. This is the year where we did the primaries. You already know, Black Lives Matter, protests on COVID, Fish's passing. I think that was when I really kicked it into high gear, though. Like, I didn't even stop. Like, I did not stop for a single fucking day. I guess this is, yeah, see? this is live for 1 hour, under an hour. February 21st is like one of the only days where I still bled in to the rest of the fucking stream, like to the rest of the broadcast. Like there wasn't a single fucking day when I didn't stream. There's another one for an hour here on March 22nd. No, not the PlayStation event. No. I think it was, I don't remember what it was. I actually don't remember that day, but like, and of course, as you guys know, in the month of fucking March, I went crazy. Like, I think after Fish passed away, I started going crazy. Like, fucking 10 hours, 12 hours every day. Look at this. 13 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours, 10 hours, 13 hours, 13 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours, 14 hours, 7 hours, 14, 11, 15, 13. Like, literally every fucking day, I was going crazy. Just streaming nonstop. Oh, streaming the protests, Dr. Disrespect, leaving the platform, that sort of stuff. Like, those were all big news bumps for me, basically. And, yeah. I streamed every single fucking day.
Thank you so much, Hasan, for making me a leftist and being a beacon of hope for this garbage year. Hope you have a great new year.
I streamed one of the 1 hour streams of the blackout. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. There was a blackout when I didn't stream that day, but I guess it bled from the previous day.
Entertainment through this terrible year.
There was a COVID dude. I had a COVID scare, and I even got my fucking COVID test live. I got my COVID test live on camera because I had a COVID scare where I was like, I have a fever, and I went and I got like one of those antigen tests, and I did it live on fucking camera. You know? And yeah, and then July, like I started like post July, I was reaching, you know, my averages started going up to like 15K, 10K, from 10K to 15K. And then primaries started, or not primaries, the general election coverage kicked it into the final high gear of hitting the maximum peak, 226. I had shingles. I got shingles. Those aren't as accurate. A negative test does not mean you were negative. Yeah, I know. I still fucking, don't worry. I got fucking shingles. I streamed through it. That was really painful too. Like that was really horrible. My highest viewer count is on election night. 227,000 live concurrent viewers. Yeah, I know I'm too young for shingles. Shingles, you get it you get shingles when you're if you've ever had chickenpox when you were a kid, you get shingles because it reactivates in your body as a consequence of stress. Oftentimes, when your immune system is really weakened, that's why it's like a 70 plus disease. It's like a 70 plus thing. It happens to people that are over the age of 70, or apparently it happens to fucking Twitch streamers like Moon and XQC and myself. Twitch streaming apparently is something that literally fucking makes you have shingles. A lot of Twitch streamers that I know have had shingles. It's very strange. What up, Dean? So cool. Thanks, man. So yeah, and that's it. This was the fucking. It's because chat is so fucking annoying. Yeah, sometimes. We had a crazy year, man. Crazy fucking year. And throughout that process, even though there are some days when I only streamed like an hour, apparently, like a couple days where it literally like bled in, because the rest of the year I streamed 12 to 10 hours every day. It averages out to 10 hours a day. So I streamed for 366 days consecutively at an average of 10 hours a day, which I don't know if that's like a fucking record or not.
Happy
It probably
New Year's,
isn't,
Habibi,
but
thanks for the good times.
But yeah, that was. How do I see how many hours I streamed through the entire day? I don't know, but here, hold on. I'm gonna hit a. It's top of the hour every hour. I'm gonna hit a 60-second ad break right now. You got to talk to your union rep. This is too many hours. I mean, that's 5/12 of your entire year, bro. That's
Happy
honestly wild. Yeah, nearly half of my entire fucking year, I was live on camera. Nearly half of my entire year, I was live on camera, on stream, streaming. Yeah. That's 3,733 hours. Doc Orange did a 2,000-day streak. Wow, that's crazy.
I'm so glad I found this stream this year. Thanks for all you do, Hassel.
And the other half is just sleeping and working out. CJR Ferreira, thank you for the 25 tier 1 gift subs. Thank you, brother. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I gotta fucking every time, dude. Every time I gotta like redo my
Has Pog.
Even though all the Normans went nuts at you during the Cyberpunk streams, they were some of my favorite streams I've ever watched. Yeah, all the fucking Normans got so mad when I did Cyberpunk. Look at this. If you want to know what Cyberpunk did to my streaming career, I went from averaging fucking 30K to, averaging 30K, 26K to, when did Cyberpunk come out? Yeah, I guess December 10th. Yeah, December 10th. Look at this. Fucking December 9th, 24K, 18K. Well, I guess that was still the peak, but it went down the days where I like only played Cyberpunk. It was such a good fucking game regardless. But anyway, look at these stats. What is this? Long term, yeah, 55 average viewers. March, 20 average viewers. On January 2019, 1,988 average viewers.
Just by streaming.
By the end of it, I was averaging 3,000.
Compassionate people, and I feel like I belong in a community because of you guys. Sending love from a lesbian.
Like 3,000 average viewers, 4,000, 6, 8. It's like up and down a little bit. 11 in June. And then boom, October, November, and then here we are.
As buff.
Kotaku gave you Gamer of the Year award and Twitter hates you for that? I mean, dude, no one
cares.
Have
a great 2021, Hasan.
Fuck Twitter. Who gives a shit? Anyway, yeah, let's look at that Kotaku article. I didn't even read it, but Steven Totillo wrote about the Gamers of the Year in 2020.
Happy New Year's from
Kanye DePass, Hassan Piker, Amira, Mira Virgil, and Danielle Ebonic Sims, Udo Garanya were the Gamers of the Year.
3.
We've highlighted pro gamers, speedrunners, modders, hackers, and even those guys who discovered that No Man's Sky didn't really launch with multiplayer. This year, we're highlighting 4 people who combined playing games with activism in their hopes of making the gaming world, or really just the world overall, a better place. The innovator who made black visibility in the Sims community a priority is what Amira did. Danielle Ebonic Sims is a trailblazer and designer who helped put black UK Simmers on the map. Tanya Cypher off Tyra DePass, an advocate for diverse games who rallied support for social justice. And then the leftist streamer who turned Twitch into a destination for political coverage, myself. Hassan Parker was hardly an unknown quantity on Twitch at the beginning of 2020, but this was inarguably his breakout year. The outspoken leftist coverage of the presidential elections in some cases competed with major networks in terms of viewership. However, unlike those button-down broadcasts, Piker brought a relatable authenticity to the proceedings, translating major national events and politically charged Twitter spats alike for an unruly audience. Piker affectionately jokes that he babysits the viewers who call his stream home. During a time when the internet didn't produce content so much as it birthed a quivering, undifferentiated mass of the stuff every several microseconds, Piker's stream provided an essential service, curating the madness in a way that isolated what mattered. He did this in a decidedly modern fashion, digesting politics one browser tab out of a frankly preposterous number at a time. Jesus Christ, fucking called out. As current Vice and former Kotaku staff writer Gita Jackson put it, Piker's appeal is not just in what he says, but in how he presents information. While your parents were most likely watching CNN's John King tap around an electoral map on a giant touchscreen, Piker sorted through exit polls and early reporting the same way I did, clicking frantically between tabs on different news sites, YouTube streams, and various chats.
Sexy.
This is also an accurate depiction of the chat. Foolishly, they put a screenshot from the stream. You're hot as fuck, bro, with a link. Underneath it, why are you trying so hard to go back to first causes? We are where we are and should act accordingly. If America wasn't imperialist, it would be Russia or China until the world finds a new order. Might as well have America as the superpower. Great depiction of that's exactly what the chat looks like. Not long ago, conventional wisdom said that politics was a no-go zone for Twitch streamers, at least if they wanted to maintain their viewership. In part thanks to Piker, that is resoundingly no longer the case, with many other streamers, big and small, now also dipping their buckets in the political well. All this accumulated in October was one of the biggest political events of the year. Representatives Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Ilhan Omar streamed Among Us alongside Piker, Iman, Pokemon, Ennis, and many other top streamers. The event was a huge success, drawing millions of viewers over the course of its runtime. Since then, AOC has engaged with Twitch even more, as have other politicians like Canadian New Democratic Party leader Jagmeet Singh and most recently, Georgia senatorial candidate Raphael Warnock. Piker also sometimes plays video games. These are our picks. And of course, the video that they posted was this. Okay?
Hey Hasan, you're pretty good at Demon's Souls. You just need to work on dodging, timing your attacks, camera controls, weapon builds, not rolling off cliffs, reaction time, aiming, reading enemy movements, directional awareness, character movement, combat.
All right, I'm ending the TTS for today. Classic. By the way, I used to end the TTS because I didn't know that you could like just make the alert. This is so fucking noobish, but so the Streamlabs stream labels automatically opens with this thing being muted, right? And when it's actually muted, it only would read out the TTS. And I never knew that if you went right here, you could just fucking put the alerts master volume to 0. And the TTS master volume you could like control right here. Until literally a week ago, I did not know that this is how you could control the volume.
Much love and respect for being funny and smart, Hassel, and to Has for streaming a whole year for us.
Look at that.
Happy New Year from Motherland, Russia.
Now, the next TTS will be at level 8. Whoever does it. Like, you'll barely hear it. Streamed every day, by the way. Yeah, I streamed every Anyway, no one's going to do that right now, so I'm just going to put it back. It happened, and you didn't hear it? Wait, someone already...
Testing out level 8 for you.
No, I put it back at 90. It already happened? Oh, they said 3? I didn't see it. I didn't even hear it. Okay, well, whatever.
Hooray.
There it is. Okay, anyway. Yeah. So that was the fucking year, dude. And I would never have been able to do any of this. I would have never been able to do any of this shit if it wasn't for you guys. That's not a fucking lie. That's not a meme. That's not a mistake. That is God's honest truth. Like, it's super cheesy. Parasocial relationships definitely go both ways, at least on my end. And it can get a little overwhelming. And when it does, I call it out and I try to get you guys to fucking chill out a little bit. Because it can get a little overwhelming. But it goes both ways in the sense that, like, I use this as a support system as well. This is like a way for me to have an organization in my life, have a structure in my life that I desperately need. And
Happy New Year's, love
you know, this is, and I wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for the wonderful community of like-minded, kind, thoughtful individuals that have been able to get together in a part of the internet. I always wanted to
19 months
I always wanted to have my own space in the internet, on the internet. I wanted to have my own space in the leftist political sphere. And at TYT, I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel like I was able to do that at TYT. Like, I was just another host on their platform, and a lot of people didn't even like me, to be honest. Like, there was a lot of TYT's fans are older. They thought I was a pothead. They thought I was stupid. Like, they would constantly say, like, dude, he's so dumb. He can't, like, put together 3 fucking sentences. And that's true. Part of the reason why I originally started on Twitch, and this is something that I keep forgetting nowadays because it's like second nature to me, was literally because, and only the oldest of old heads remember this, was because I wanted to get better off the cuff. I was very good writing articles and like reading them out from a teleprompter, but I was so bad at speaking off the cuff that part of the reason why I wanted to start streaming was because I wanted to be able to communicate all of the thoughts that I have in my ADHD rattled brain in a concise, cohesive manner. And I think that now I can literally talk people's ears off for 13 hours at a time, and I think I could do that now. And Twitch was a big reason for it. A big part of the reason why I could do that is because of Twitch. I used to avoid you and hate you after 821. Really? Why? So you still got a ways to go, huh, baby? Yeah, dude. I guess I do. There's always room for improvement. But that was part of the reason why I started Twitch to begin with. So I had like training. I had a place where I can like media train myself. Which is ironic considering that
hassle.
Which is ironic considering that you know, I am not very good at my media training still. You always did a cheap copy of mainstream media, and I think you were too authentic to sort of blend in with them. I was bummed when you left, but I'm here now. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I think that they're authentic as well in their own way, but their worldview is not as radical as mine, that's for sure.
Holy shit, dude, still streaming for the whole year. Hassle.
What are your goals for the upcoming year? So let's talk about that. I hope you guys have some solid goals lined up for yourselves too. I am not big on, you know, New Year's revelations or whatever the fuck it's called. What is it? Resolutions? I'm not really big on New Year's resolutions. I'm not a big New Year's resolution guy. The revelation.
Love you, chat. Time for a rest spam. Has been. And
the reason for why... The reason for why I'm not a big New Year's resolution kind of guy is because I think that diets don't start on Mondays. You don't need like a exact period in time to start changing your life. You can do it any day. You can do it in the middle of the day. It's just a matter of habit building. So I don't really care about that as much. And that's part of the reason why a lot of people, you don't see a lot of people going, oh yeah, my New Year's resolution was to lose 30 pounds. And that's why now I have a 6-pack. Like, no, it doesn't fucking work that way. Diets don't start on a fucking Monday, and New Year's resolutions very often do not stick. As a matter of fact, there's an entire fucking industry dedicated to writing think pieces about how New Year's resolutions are bullshit. And you will probably see a bunch of those articles coming out like only 25% of New Year's resolutions are ever actually followed through on or blah, blah, blah. So, regardless, what have I been working on? The symbolic nature of like wanting to stream consecutively once I recognized that I had streamed every single fucking day for the past year in the month of November. Because like I didn't do this as a challenge. Like I didn't stream every day as a challenge. I didn't, lose a bet or win a bet or anything like that. I just literally did it because I enjoy it. I enjoy doing this. I could do some other shit, and that's why I think it's like weird whenever people say, oh, you're doing it for the money and whatnot. It's like, dude, I don't need to have a fucking this many subs. I don't. Like, I'd be fine regardless. Like, I could just stream fucking, I could literally stream 5 hours. I could stream, instead of 10 hours, I could stream 5 hours a fucking day and maybe stream 4 days a week. Okay? And I would still be very well off and still be very fine. There are plenty of streamers who actually do that. And I respect them for it. I think that they do a good job. Ludwig is a great example of this. Ludwig is a great entertainer. He is an entertainer. He's like, I'm here to entertain you. And this is what that is. He might enjoy doing it. He might enjoy streaming, but he sees it as a job. And I respect that. I really do. And I talk about it all the fucking time. I'm here to entertain you as an entertainer as well, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that there isn't, that I don't enjoy doing this and enjoy doing it to a degree that I don't care about doing it for 10 hours a fucking day. To my own personal detriment, to the detriment of my own health. So I guess with all of that being said, my goal for this upcoming year, and I ran an ad already, so no, it's not ad time. My goal for the upcoming year is going to be to make time for myself, be a little bit more selfish.
Happy New Year's, brother.
Okay. And I want to do the podcast, obviously. I want to do like real life shit. Hopefully once there's, some semblance of herd immunity, if it fucking happens. At this stage, it doesn't seem like it's going to happen anytime soon. I am going to try to be a little bit more selfish, maybe limit the hours every now and then, and maybe even take a day off. And, figure it out. Love you and chat basically figure it out that way. Because right now, as you saw the numbers, I'm hitting 10 hours on average. Like that's not healthy. Every single day I've streamed 10 hours on average. And some of these days I streamed for only 1 hour. But the reason why I have the 10-hour average is because on a lot of days I stream 12 hours, 14 hours. You know what I mean? He milked y'all, so now he's bouncing. Yeah. Do you want to know why people don't have people don't take this sort of shit seriously?
Maybe this will be my year. Hassle.
Because normally someone would be threatened by that. Someone who sees this as a business would be like, oh, dude, fuck you. Why are you fucking me up? Why are you ruining my shtick? The reason why people don't give a shit about that is because they know I'm a fucking psycho. For the reasons I just mentioned. They know I love to do this. They know I care about putting together a community. And they know when I say I'm going to take a break, which is, they are the same fucking people that are like, dude, take a break, take a break, take a break. They know that I'm not going to fucking peace out. Because if I left Twitch tomorrow to not come back, what the fuck would I do? I love doing this.
good for your health and ours.
This is a dream.
I have become addicted to this stream.
The only reason why I need to do less hours instead of literally 10 every day, and I don't even know if I'll be able to keep up with it. Like I might, I most likely am not going to be able to take that time off. But the only reason why I need to take time off is so that I don't fucking die.
1920 by 1080. Hassle.
Like I need to every now and then, you know, maybe stream less hours. You know, just do like 8 every couple days. Take some time off every couple fucking days. Like once a week, maybe not twice a week, but you know, once every 2 weeks. So that I can like be a human being. But we'll see. Don't you need a day off at least to run errands? Yeah, kind of. I haven't even. I mean, I try to shove
Happy
all
New
of the
Year to
fucking
my favorite
errands.
Small-headed streamer. I hope you and chat have a great 2021.
I shove all of the errands I need to run to survive. This is the guy that said I used to avoid you after 821. I didn't mean that I absolutely hated your guts on TYT. It's just that I used to perceive you as an edgy and authentic commentator. But once I started to watch your streams, I realized my previous perspective of you was bullshit. I love your streams and political content every day. Thank you, Hasan Hustle. Thanks for watching. You're gonna stream tomorrow though, right, bro? Yes, I will stream tomorrow.